Let's get this straight. Most of you watching this are soft. Not physically necessarily, but fundamentally weak. You're drowning in a manufactured comfort zone, chasing digital approval and whining about stress while the world expects you to be a man. Your anxiety? Often just a gaping void of purpose, a flabby mind, and a gutless refusal to confront reality. If that stings, if you're already scrambling for an excuse, then you're exactly who this is for. But if you're ready to stop being a casualty of your own pathetic excuses, keep listening. This isn't therapy. This is a forge. This is strength. You exist in an era engineered to disarm you, to distract you into oblivion, to make you reactive, fragile, and utterly dependent. You're fed a constant diet of doom scrolling, outrage porn, and a consumer culture that screams happiness is found in what you buy, not who the hell you are. And when you inevitably feel overwhelmed, because society force feeds you a cocktail of emasculating excuses. It's not your fault. Prioritize self-care as an indulgence. Every negative emotion needs a label and a goddamn pill. That's not strength. That's surrender. That's a pathetic surrender to weakness. The arena out there, it's designed to test you, to break you. Your career, your finances, your relationships, the relentless noise, the political circus. It's all a crucible. Are you forging steel, or are you melting under the heat, complaining the whole damn way? Are you a puppet jerked around by every fleeting emotion, every external event, every keyboard warrior? Or are you the granite pillar, the eye of the storm, the man who masters his own damn mind and dictates his destiny? This isn't dusty ancient philosophy for academics. This is a tactical battle plan for the modern warrior, forged in the fires of brutal reality, not some padded safe space. This is about wielding the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, right here, right now, in modern America, to transform you into an apex predator, to forge resilience so deep you become unbreakable, to cultivate an unshakable calm in the face of absolute chaos, to sharpen your focus like a precision weapon, and to build emotional armor that makes you immune to the everyday bullshit that crushes weaker men. Stop letting life happen to you. Start building the man who masters it. Let's cut the fluff. Here are the principles that will transform you from a reactive pawn to an indomitable force. Listen up. Most men waste their entire goddamn lives agonizing over things they cannot, will not, and never will control. The economy, global politics, what your ex thinks of you, the incompetent driver ahead, your boss's miserable attitude. You pour precious mental energy into complaining, worrying, seething about external factors. This is not just a waste of time. It is a fundamental weakness, a cowardly surrender of your inherent power. Stoicism slaps you in the face with a simple, brutal truth. There are things within your absolute control, and everything else is outside of it. Your actions, your judgments, your reactions, your discipline, that is your sovereign domain. That's where your power lies. Everything else, it's external noise. It's the wind that only capsizes your ship if you try to sail against it instead of adjusting your damn sails. Think about your career. Are you blaming the system, your company, or your colleagues for your stagnation? That's the weak man's pathetic excuse. The stoic man demands, what can I dominate? My effort, my skill acquisition, my ferocious work ethic, my iron discipline to put in the grueling hours, to master the new tech, to volunteer for the toughest projects, my unyielding attitude when the pressure mounts. That's how you rise. That's how you carve out a better path. Or, if necessary, scorch the earth and forge an entirely new one. You don't control the market, but you damn sure control your preparation for total market dominance. When it comes to your goals, whether it's building a business empire, sculpting an elite physique, or mastering a formidable skill, stop fantasizing about the outcome. You don't fully control the outcome. You control the process, the daily grind, the gut-wrenching reps in the gym, the relentless hours spent studying, coding, creating, the difficult, uncomfortable conversations. Purpose isn't found in a mystical moment of inspiration. It's forged in a consistent, disciplined, often painful effort you pour into what you can control day in and day out. Are you building your empire, or are you just wishing for one? Stop whining about what you don't have and start dominating what you do have. Your own damn effort. This principle, the dichotomy of control, is your first weapon. Wield it like a champion. We exist in a soft, coddling society. You've been conditioned to avoid discomfort at all costs. Cold showers are too extreme. Hard workouts are punishment. Telling the brutal truth, initiating a difficult conversation, or holding firm on a boundary is too confrontational. This relentless, pathetic pursuit of comfort is making you soft, emotionally brittle, physically weak, a liability. The Stoics knew that comfort is the enemy of growth. They championed voluntary hardship, embracing discomfort not as a punishment, but as a crucible for mental and physical toughening. Think of it as a mental and physical proving ground. You don't build muscle by avoiding weights. You get stronger by lifting heavy, by pushing past a burn, by embracing the sheer, grinding pain. Let's apply this to your life, your physical prowess. Are you just going through the motions, chasing a flimsy pump? Or are you pushing to absolute failure? Are you actively seeking out discomfort? Cold plunges that steal your breath, extended fasts that test your will, grueling runs when your body screams, no, choosing the stairs over the elevator, even when your legs are burning. These aren't just physical challenges. They are mental reps, forging iron in your mind. Each time you push through, each time you embrace the burn, you're building unshakable resolve. You're teaching your mind that you are in command, not your fleeting desires for ease or immediate gratification. In your daily habits, do the hard thing first. Tackle the most challenging, complex tasks at work before you even glance at emails. Have that difficult, critical conversation with your family member or colleague instead of letting resentment fester like a wound. Wake up early before you want to and immediately attack a meaningful, productive task. Discipline isn't freedom from pain. It's freedom through pain. It's choosing the harder, steeper path because you know it's the only one that leads to true strength and mastery. Are you a comfort whore or a disciplined warrior? Embrace the grind. That's where empires are forged. You react. You let every insult, every perceived slight, every setback send you spiraling into a pathetic frenzy, a sarcastic comment from your partner, a rude driver, a critical email at work, and suddenly your entire damn day is derailed. You wear your emotions on your sleeve like a badge of authenticity, when often it's just a screaming sign of being utterly out of control of your inner world. You're not empathetic or sensitive. You're simply uncontrolled. You are emotional, not strong. The Stoics taught that our emotions are not inherent, immutable facts. They are responses to our subjective judgments of events. It's not the event itself that crushes you, but your interpretation of it. This is profoundly liberating. It means you possess absolute agency over your feelings by challenging the weak story you tell yourself. Consider your most important relationships. Your partner says something that rubs you the wrong way. Do you immediately lash out, get defensive, or shut down like a cowardly child? Or do you pause? Do you question your immediate, ego-driven judgment? Is her tone truly an attack? Or is your fragile ego just feeling bruised and ready to retaliate? The Stoic responds. He doesn't just react. He listens. He processes the information without prejudice, and he chooses his words carefully, strategically. He doesn't let a fleeting emotion dictate his actions or compromise his leadership. When setbacks inevitably hit, you get fired. Your business venture fails spectacularly. A relationship implodes. The weak man sees catastrophe, the end of his world. The Stoic sees an event, an objective data point, an opportunity to learn, to adapt, to pivot with surgical precision. It's not a disaster unless you judge it as one. By practicing what they call premeditation of evils, you mentally rehearse negative scenarios, not to wallow in self-pity, but to inoculate yourself against the shock. To realize that even the worst-case scenario isn't the end of your world. It's merely a new beginning. Your mind becomes an unbreachable fortress, an inner citadel, impervious to the external chaos. Are you the master of your feelings or their pathetic slave? Acquiesce continuo do texto calma mesma forma teco de pauses, par manner o ritmo autoritario in natura dinericeo. You live like you have infinite tomorrows. You endlessly put off your true purpose. Put off difficult but necessary conversations. Put off launching that business. Put off getting into peak physical and mental shape. You scroll and consume instead of creating and acting. You lie to yourself. One day I'll conquer that mountain. One day I'll write that groundbreaking book. One day I'll fix that broken relationship. Let me be brutally clear. One day never comes if you don't seize this goddamn day. The Stoics constantly reminded themselves, memento mori, remember you will die. This isn't morbid. It's the single most potent, electrifying motivator you possess. Every breath is a finite gift. Every moment finite. Are you truly living it? Or are you just letting it bleed away? Are you building something significant? Or are you just drifting aimlessly? What kind of man do you want to be remembered as? A soft, complaining victim of circumstance, whose life was a series of should-haves and could-haves? Or a man who faces challenges head-on, who built something meaningful, who lived with purpose, courage, and unyielding discipline? Your legacy starts today, not at your funeral. Stop procrastinating. If you want something, if you have a vision, start today, not tomorrow, not after you feel motivated. Motivation is a byproduct of action, not the prerequisite for it. The universe doesn't give a damn about your feelings. It responds to your relentless effort. This life is short. This moment is all you truly possess. Stop wasting it. Stop squandering your precious time and energy on distractions, complaints, and fear. Embrace your mortality and let it light a scorching fire under your ass. Make your life count right now. So there it is, not ancient dogma, but a direct, actionable, no-holds-barred roadmap for any man willing to stare reality in the face and forge himself anew. Stoicism isn't about being emotionless. It's about being indomitable. It's about being the man who stands tall, focused, and utterly calm amidst the most violent storm, because he controls the only thing truly within his power, himself. Now, the choice is yours. Are you going to keep clinging to your pathetic excuses? Keep complaining? Keep letting external forces dictate your inner state, making you a slave to circumstance? Keep scrolling through endless distractions, letting your precious life drift into oblivion? Or are you going to stand up, reclaim your damn mind, and seize your destiny? This isn't about some radical, overnight transformation. It's about showing up every single day and making the hard, uncomfortable choices. Pick one principle from today. Start ruthlessly focusing only on what you can control and discard the rest. Seek out one voluntary discomfort this week, a brutal workout, a freezing cold shower, a difficult, necessary conversation you've been avoiding. When an emotion hits you like a punch, pause, challenge your immediate, weak judgment. Don't react. Choose your strategic response. And remind yourself, memento mori, let the finite, brutal truth of your existence fuel your action, not your fear. No more, I'll start Monday. No more, I'm too busy. No more, it's too hard. That's the soft, pathetic language of the weak. That's the language of men who get left behind, who look back on a life choked with regret. This isn't just about feeling better. It's about being better. A better partner, a better father, a better leader, a better man. Someone who can weather any storm, not because he's devoid of feeling, but because he's the master of his emotions, the master of his actions, the master of his destiny. The path is clear. It's not easy. It's often brutal, but it leads to a life of true strength, unyielding purpose, and unshakable calm. Stop surviving. Start thriving. Start building that bulletproof mind. Starting today, get to work.